build a brand, Amazon, one product store dropshipping, eBay, high ticket dropshipping, organic dropshipping. Oh my God. What should I do? You know what? Just chill. I made over 25 mil dropshipping in the last 6 years. And still till this day, we make around $1 million a month. Now let me put one of my stores in here on my screen. Check this, guys. This is one of my stores. I'll refresh it for you with the new Shopify dashboard, obviously. We made 19K in revenue yesterday. And in the last, let's say 90 days with the store, the last 3 months, we made $1.2 million. Refresh again so you know it's real. And I made all of this with one specific way of dropshipping. But of course, as you've seen, there's multiple ways of dropshipping online in 2025. And I will intersect them, giving you the best pros and cons. And after picking the best model, I will give you guys also a full A to Z rundown on how you could start if you only have $2,000 in your bank account right now. From picking the right product, to making it a high converting store, to running the ads, and also explaining you how to really build and run a proper customer support team. Because that is a bunch of questions I get all the time about my backend of my company. We have around 15 people in our backend. I will get to that later. So while most dropshippers, they make their first 6 to 7 figures online, then start spending a bunch of money on lifestyle, and they as well lose a bunch of money on refunds, and as well because their backend is just not where it should be, I will go into detail on all, so you won't make the same mistake. And I will debunk all the myths, but at the same time as well teaching you how to actually maintain the money that you're gonna make. Because making money is one thing, but maintaining it, that's important. First, pick the right country to sell in. I'm gonna help you with finding winning products. I'm gonna help you with payment processing and advising you on how to do that in the best possible way. In terms of supplier and fulfillment, how does this exactly work and who you actually should work with as your logistics partner. And also in terms of advertising, because there's Facebook, TikTok, Google, all these platforms out there, but which one is the best and the easiest and most scalable for beginners? I will reveal it all in this video today. Let's get it. Now, we're gonna ask ChatGPT which type of dropshipping is out there. Let's see what they're gonna say. Traditional dropshipping, AliExpress supplier, pros, easy to start, low upfront cost, slow shipping times, low product quality risk, high competition. I don't know what they mean by high competition, but AliExpress, don't use AliExpress, guys. Please, don't do it. But everybody uses AliExpress. This is not even a dropshipping method. Branded dropshipping, you source products from suppliers, private label, brand product package your own, builds long-term brand equity, better margins, more trust. Better margins, not always, you know, it depends what you're selling. That's just YouTube guru shit. Brand equity, buddy, I don't know what kind of branding you're talking about, but you're just selling the same as me, but you're just slapping a logo on it, and it only costs you 0.05 cents per package. And it's not going to make your product look like a brand. It really isn't. And you probably as well can't even exit it. Go ahead and try to exit now a dropshipping brand. Yeah, go ahead and try to exit, buddy. The people I've spoken with who have exited brands, bro, that is like products that you can't find really that easy online. So it's cap. Next one, requires more work upfront, possibly higher minimum order quantities. Yeah, true, but just listen to me. One product dropshipping. Focus on selling one winning product with a brand store and a killer funnel. Easier to optimize for conversions. Better ad results. Bullshit, also, to be honest. We optimize for conversions all the time, and we're testing 5 to 10 new products every single day because we just automate processes, and that's what I've been doing now for the last years. So that's bullshit. Risk if the product dies out to get saturated. True. That's why you gotta test multiple products. General store dropshipping. I like this. A store with a wide variety of unrelated products. Testing multiple niches. Great for product testing and finding winners quickly. True. Cons, hard to brand, lower conversion rates. Guys, what is this hard to brand? What does branding even mean? Like, I try to understand, like, people have made this whole branding shit like the whole holy grail. Why don't all these brand owners show all their brands? There's only a few people I've seen in the game who actually show their brands, who are running a legit brand, but most people, they don't come close to it. And even running a brand like that, you know how much time and effort it takes. As a beginner, if you want to go from 0 to 100k a month as soon as possible, don't think about branding. Oh my god, man. Niche store dropshipping, amazing. I agree, bro. Like high ticket dropshipping, bro. This is like the biggest bullshit, selling expensive items. I'm not even gonna talk about this. Have you guys genuinely met a high ticket dropshipping millionaire? I have never seen it in my life. The only guys who I've seen who with high ticket dropshipping made money is the one who sold courses and mentorships with. Come on, bro. Local dropshipping, domestic, yeah, also kind of nice, but still you should just source through China. You don't need to have your local fulfillment in either Netherlands or like Germany or whatever. Fuck that shit. Guys, one thing I didn't see in here, of course, is fashion dropshipping. Why fashion dropshipping is still unsaturated. And now listen up. So first of all, most importantly, how can you think for yourself what are the best markets to sell in? Well, first of all, picking the right country and product research, aka finding as well a winning product, it comes all hand to hand. But the number one advice I can give you, it's not necessarily about finding winning products. It's about finding competitors that you can spy on and you can take as well their products, reiterate it, and add ChatGPT to rephrase their product page and sell it in different markets. So let's go to Dropship.io. Now, Dropship.io, this is a tool which collects all the data from Facebook in real time and finds all these winning products for you automated. So what you're gonna do is click on the ads library. And of course, Dropship has a bunch of functions, but I do prefer, to be honest, the ad library. I have found my most winning products there. So you wanna click on filters. And so what we're gonna do today is find fashion products. Just for your information, right now we sell fashion only. I'm also gonna show you what kind of stores we're also running. Just so you know it up front, I'm not gonna show you my exact store that I'm running right now. And the reason why I don't do it is because dropshipping is like Warzone and people will copy paste you insanely. And especially if I'm gonna show my store right there, everybody is going to copy paste my business and then I'm just gonna make less money. And as you can see, I make more money with e-com obviously than this whole YouTube thing. So I'm trying as well to teach people at the same time and as well protect my own business. Thank you for understanding it. So if you're gonna scroll down, I wanna find, let's say in here, fashion products. So we're gonna click on clothing and shoes and jewelry. And then what we want to do is we don't want to just randomly sell in all these countries. You want to target only one country. And in specific, the countries that we like to sell in are, for example, Australia or France or Germany only or Netherlands only. Because if you're just going to run up a store as a beginner and you're going to target the biggest countries, you will have a very high CPM and there's going to be lots of competition. And those markets, most of them are saturated. And only if you're a real intermediate and you understand the whole dynamics of dropshipping, you have been doing dropshipping for years, then yes, definitely sell in the big five. I sell also in the big five, but to go from your first 0 to 100K a month as soon as possible, start with only one country. So we're gonna look here, for example, to the German market. Let's click on German and then on country, I'm gonna go for German only. Let's see, boom, German only. What I usually like to do is I wanna find ads that are running right now. So I'm gonna click on active. I'm gonna click on last seen date on the last 7 days. We click on search right here. After you've done that, you're just going to see a bunch of running ads, all in Germany and specific in fashion. We could have gone with a bunch of niches, obviously, but I wanna look for fashion. Why? Let me show you something. Let's go to the Forbes list, which is a list of the most rich people in the world. Number 1, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, whatever. Look at number 6, Bernard Arnault. Obviously, Jeff Bezos, he runs Amazon himself. But then it's Facebook, social media, or it's Elon Musk and Larry Ellison. I believe he's Google, or what is it? I believe so, Google or some other big company. Bernard Arnault. And why is he so famous, Bernard Arnault? He is the CEO of Louis Vuitton, LVMH, and Moet, Hennessy, whatever, especially fashion. He's running all these brands, all these fashion brands. And why is he so rich as well, this guy? It's because fashion is never ending. You're not just gonna run around naked when your clothes are dirty or when your clothes are fucked up. No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna buy new clothes, or you have already a bunch of clothes. You will always need new clothes. So this is why fashion is the best niche to sell in. I see a really interesting store. So what you can do in this app, you're gonna click on shop now. You can see the competitor immediately. Colemanberlin.de. Nice. Okay, looks very cool to me. Note this store down, guys. I hope this is not a store or one of my friends, but if it is, I'm sorry, brother. But Coleman Berlin, this is a typical store that it looks very similar to ours. Just a normal clean header. Here, after around 30 seconds, I believe there's a pop-up for email marketing. If you click on X, you see here. I wouldn't do this, by the way, guys. Trustpilot reviews, don't do this, very risky. Alvin TM Premium Casual Hemp. And why this also works so nice, guys, is somebody can be a person from all over the world. He just opens a store in Germany pretending he's a German company, and he's offering the euro currency. He offers PayPal, which is the most used payment method in Germany. And at the same time as well, this person makes everything so native that the customer will prefer to buy from a German shop than from a store that is in a .com, has the dollar currency, for example. It all makes so much more sense. So this will be a typical shop as well. I'd say, all right, look at this. Of course, remove this, but this is a very nice example. So if you click also on add to cart button here, all looks very clean and nice. Black add to cart button, green one, blue one, nobody cares, bro. Literally nobody cares. It all works. So what I then usually do, guys, I go to their ads library, which is, you can see all the ads that this person is running. So I click on filters, active and inactive, active ads, apply one filter, boom, 38 results. Isn't the best. Usually I like to find competitors that are running at least 100 or 200 running ads right now on Facebook. So let me see for the active ones, and what I'm trying to do, oh, it's all inactive. That's interesting. There must be something off with their website. Well, if it's all inactive, then we're going to skip this competitor. But I must say their shop looks very nice. So let's go down in here. And we're gonna look for some new competitors. Let me see, heapkey.com, looks cool. Let me look at their ads library. 1900 results, let's go for active ads. It's the 22nd of April, by the way, guys. And the reason why I'm saying it is because you don't want to find, let's say, campaigns here that have been running for only 1 or 2 days or for 3 or 4 weeks. You want to find people that are running particular campaigns that have been active now for, let's say, 3 to 4 days, which is the phase that the person behind that's running the ads has not fully scaled the product yet, has tested it, but sees it's profitable and is still running it. Because just for your information, most people who do dropshipping, what do? After $25 or $30 in spent, they skip the whole product and they just kill it. And I do the same. If I have a daily budget of $50 on a Facebook campaign, I don't spend everything. No. So I think this is a nice example. This person has been running since 14th of April, and this is nice. So what I will do is, for example, take this fashion product, sell it in a different country. In Netherlands, UK maybe. You can do all of that. But I must say the 14th of April, it's possible, but it's very hard to be on. Well, but I must say 14th of April is most of the times a little bit too late. So I will skip as well this one. And yes, guys, I'm quite critical. I don't just randomly take products and test them immediately. Now let's look at a different one. View Facebook ads library. 230 results. Let's look at the active ones. 3 results. This is not the best. 18th of April, which is 4 days now. Look. Okay, this is perfect. So if you're going to remove the active ads in here, you see that this person has been testing a bunch of products. More than 230 campaigns have been launched. And then you go to active and you see that this person is still only running these 2 campaigns. This one since the 6th, quite long. This one since the 18th, which is now approximately 3-4 days. So this is the only one that has worked. So apparently this one sells. So what do? You take this product, you take this creative, and you run it up in a different country. That's how you do it. If you want to know more as well in detail how we do product research, guys, I have like a whole video about it. Check out my latest video. It's called Ultimate Product Research Method 2025. Absolute banger. 30 minutes of me just doing raw product research and show more into detail. And the next question I get from people is, what is for you the best way to collect payments in terms of payment processing? Because you have Stripe, Shopify payments, there's all these other private payment processes out there. To be honest, guys, to go from your first 0 to 100K a month with dropshipping as soon as possible, just keep it very simple. Use Stripe, Shopify payments, doesn't matter. Actually, I recommend Shopify payments has lower fees because they charge another 1% extra in transaction fees if you use a third-party payment processor. So I recommend not doing that actually. If you can use Shopify payments, go for that. Of course, use PayPal, but don't start selling immediately in a country where it's like heavily demanded on PayPal. For example, US can be hard, like the PayPal is a lot If you sell in Germany, it's 99% of PayPal. It's risky. You should watch out with that. And now, of course, what a lot of people are experiencing all the time is they say, bro, but I gotta hold my dispute rate, which is if you look at your revenue compared to the complaints you have in your payment processor, the amount of complaints you have and as well you get through the bank is higher than 1%. What happens? Your payment processor, whether it's Stripe, Shopify Payments, PayPal, it doesn't matter, they're gonna hold your money maybe, not pay you out for 3 to 6 months, maybe even longer. They can just extend it if they want to, and you get all these headache. Or also what happens, if Shopify Payments, Stripe or PayPal keeps you as a merchant using their payment processor, they can give you a rolling reserve of, let's say, 20 or 30% for 60 or 90 days. And what happens then? My profit margin on my stores is not higher than 20% after all the costs. So it means your cash flow is not going up. Nothing's going on. You're seeing all these revenue, but don't forget, guys, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and exit is jackpot. So all this money, you don't see it. So this is why it's very important that you have a tool with you, a software, a chargeback mitigation software called chargeback.io, because you can prevent chargebacks on autopilot, as you can see in here. And you can apply by clicking on Get Started. You can prevent disputes on autopilot with chargeback, the ultimate chargeback solution. Reduce disputes and avoid shutdown. Literally, that's what it is. So have a look.
Welcome to Chargeback, your all-in-one chargeback prevention tool. Chargeback was initially built as an internal tool for our business Dropshipping.io because it was facing an increase in chargebacks, and now we've decided to make it public. We have direct partnerships with Ethoca and Verify, which are MasterCard and Visa solutions that have enabled us to decrease chargebacks by up to 91% for our clientele. Anyway, now that you're here, let me quickly guide you through how chargeback exactly works, how to use it, and what the next steps are for you. I know your time is valuable, so I'll make this short.
So,
payment processor.
Watch this video, guys. I'm not gonna watch it fully. It's 2.5-3 minutes. I want to keep this video as straightforward as possible, so just watch it fully. Basically, bro, just protect your business. That's what I can tell you. So important. And check the link in the description, chargeback.io. Check them out. And now the next part is a question you would probably have as well is, how do I run down in terms of the fulfillment? What is the best possible way? Because if I'm gonna pick fashion dropshipping, fashion is all these different sizes, we have all these SKUs and all this headache. But then, yo, legend, how do you still scale like this with fashion consistently $1 million a month? Well, bro, in all honesty, Astership. That is your answer. What is Astership? You have all these suppliers in the world, and all these suppliers, and I've been scammed for over multiple 6 figures before, years ago, by different Chinese suppliers. Finding the right partner has cost me years, and obviously I'm giving that the right one in this video right now. So for you to find the right partner, it's gonna take you a bunch of time. You need to go network and find it, and I'm already giving it to you for totally free. Because the right partner, and especially for fashion dropshipping, knows how to handle SKU sizes, size charts, knows as well if deliveries, something gets fucked up, that they can help you with it, and they will maybe even give you a discount. If you have a bulk quantity of orders, they will give you a discount. They have good English communication, and just overall, they also understand your business. They don't just want to screw you over for a few hundred orders you have done. They want to work long term with you. They want to invest in you. And if you even have a good supplier like Astership, what they will even do, if you work with them for a few months, they will buy stock for your products. So you will not just end up doing normal drop shipping, but you will do hybrid drop shipping. I learned this by Steve Tan. Shout out to Steve. And what he used to do even years ago was hybrid drop shipping. So when he had a winning product, and so you know he's drop shipping, what he did is his supplier would buy 50% of the amount of orders that were coming in of a specific product, buy stock up front. Why? Because your agent has access to a Shopify store. The moment an order comes in, he has to go source it, the factory, find the product, and when he found the product, what's going to happen afterwards? He's going to send the product from the factory to his warehouse, and from his warehouse, he will send it to the consumer. The whole duration between the order and the product getting sent out to the customer, not when it's delivered yet, but sent out, is the dispatch, aka as well the processing time. And this is not the delivery time yet. That is something else. That is what happens afterwards. If you already have all these products in stock, you can already have 3 to 4 days even quicker delivery. which is a huge difference. And people will also feel like, oh, this guy is running a legit crazy brand. And that's also why we keep our dispute rate lower than most people, especially with fashion dropshipping. So how can you apply, guys? If you check in the link in the bio, you will see a Discord link, discord.gg/astrosship. You open the Discord, why us, you can see it in here, and you can click on work with us in here exactly, and you open a ticket. And the moment when you open a ticket, you will get into a conversation with agents of Astroship, which is a 3PL. And you send them your AliExpress link. Hey, this is the product I'm selling. I want to source this. Boom. Done. Back in the game. And start scaling, motherfucker. It's that simple. Don't ask me too many questions. Just do this. You'll see yourself what kind of better life you will have. And now the next part. Advertising. TikTok ads, Google ads, Pinterest ads, Facebook ads. Now, what is the best way of dropshipping? And especially for fashion dropshipping. I've done it all. I can already tell you. You can even watch some of my videos. I'm doing some Google, I did TikTok, I did Pinterest as well like 2 years ago. And I can tell you that Facebook is just the best. If you're gonna look now as well, even to other gurus online, you will see that the guys who make the most money with e-com, most of the traffic all comes from Meta. Sometimes it's Google or something else, but most of it is Meta. Why? I will intersect them for you. TikTok ads is very nice, simple, easy to start. And you can get a quick high revenue very quickly, but it's very inconsistent because there's not more people than Facebook on TikTok. The pixel wall algorithm isn't as strong as Facebook, so you will just endure lots of inconsistencies and you have to have an insane different strategy. And it's not as scalable as Facebook. So in my opinion, yes, it's easier to start with, to make your first campaign, just open it but you will see yourself that with TikTok, it's just a bunch of headache. And if you did find a winning product and you sold it maybe for a week, it dies out immediately. With Facebook, the chance of that happening is just way lower, like way lower. And for that reason, skip TikTok. Skip Google as well as a beginner if you want to go from your first 0 to 100K a month. Why? You gotta skip it also because you have to approve your GMC. You need to have at least 20 to 30K in cash flow also. And by the way, approving your Google merchant is one of the hardest things ever. As I'm speaking, 22nd of April, with a GMC agency, I gave them 12 stores. 12 stores. These stores, only 1 or 2 of them, they got approved. And then after a few days, again, they got banned. I can't even put a proper process. And you're not going to tell me that I'm doing something fishy or something bad or scammy or something is wrong is going on. Bro, it's just GMC and Google is just very strict right now. And especially for the nature of our business, apparently they don't want it for some reason. So you can't even get started. And even if you did get started, you can't even start as a beginner because you need at least 20 to 30K in cash flow. Why? Because the first few weeks or a month, even when you do Google, you're going to lose money probably. So if you ask me, Meta ads is still till this day the way to go. I think as well, right, and even for high scale. Google is not bad, right? I'm not trying to shit on it, but you're watching this video because you want to go from your first 0 to 100K a month. I would skip Google for now. Look at it later. And so why Facebook ads? Well, Facebook is just in terms of advertising platforms, it's been the longest around. The algorithm is the best. It has the biggest audience. Everything is just way better. And before I go too much into detail, we tried everything and Facebook just gives us the best amount. It just has given us the most money. 95% of the 25 mil revenue I've done with my brother together, it's all Facebook ads, really, and still is. And every single time we think Facebook ads with dropshipping, it dies out. Suddenly something happens and we get momentum again and we rock it again. So I would still recommend to you Facebook ads all the time. And now let me go into the ads manager, actually show you guys in real time, by the way, because before you're gonna say this guy with the glasses and the Rolex watch here is a scammer guru, Turkish piece of shit. I'm gonna show you guys like that we're the real deal. So this is a ad account, for example, of ours. Look, yesterday we spent on this 4.1K. Yes, I'm still deep in the game. $950 in spend. You can see in here that the ROAS is 2.9. Well, in total 2.25 ROAS, but this is only on the front end. And so we also have lots of upsells and email marketing going on. So what happens, we'll probably end the day on around 3 ROAS, I'd say, something like that. And the way that we test on Facebook ads is we make a CBO. And after that, we always have 4 ad sets. online shopping, engaged shoppers, stack, and broad. And if you want to as well know exactly how to start your first Facebook campaign, watch this video right here. I explain in detail our low budget 1 million a month Facebook ad strategy. I can do that in this video. It's gonna take too much time. And what we always have is 2 creatives per video. Never more. We just don't do it. Why would I? Why would I have more? It just not needed. If the campaign is running good, of course, what we can always consider is telling our team to make new creatives. And of course, we do that for our winning products. So what we also do, guys, for every single product, we have only 1 campaign. And look, in the game of fashion dropshipping, it's a volume game. It's a volume game of attaining as much as revenue and with a good profit margin of at least 15 to 20% all the time. And in the backend, remaining it with a good backend, chargeback.io, for example, and also a team, a customer support team that knows what to do. And that's what I'm going to talk about right now. How to code you skill fashion. Guys, I'm going to keep it very straight with you guys. Every single type of dropshipping is just hard. It's never going to be easy, but it is way more simple than if you want to be a rocket engineer, for example. Why is it that every single business owner or agency owner you have seen in this world has always been a failed dropshipper? They've all tried dropshipping and most of them have failed. Why did they fail? Because dropshipping is a game in which you have to find products that can be interesting. You have to understand how to make creatives. You have to understand in which market to sell. You have to understand how to run ads, media buying. You have to do copywriting. It doesn't end. Hire people, it doesn't end. It is so many aspects you're doing. If you're gonna run, for example, let's say a copywriting agency, you just gotta get good at one thing, and especially to make your first 10K a month, right? It's just writing good copy. You will find regardless a client. You just have to learn how to write good copy. But dropshipping, you just go into the wild and then you just have to learn all of it immediately. And I can fully understand that for people, that can be very hard. And that is exactly why 2 years ago as well, one of the reasons why I started a coaching program. Look, I run this coaching program with my brother and we started this 2 years ago. One of the biggest reasons also was because I saw these guys online, they weren't even doing proper revenue, and then they start a coaching program, people feel scammed. And I'm like, bro, of course you get scammed. Bro, it's 2025 and you're getting the strategies from 2019. Even on this YouTube channel, go to one of my videos of 2 years ago. I don't do the same anymore. Why? You gotta adapt and thrive. Why am I working so much every single day? It's because the game is constantly evolving, and you gotta adapt and thrive in order to survive. Business is war. Please understand it. Really, it really is. And that is why with my brother, one of the reasons we started a coaching program. And yes, we do charge money to people to join our community because we spend so much time in it. Look, I'll show you. This is Ecomsphere. It's a group. There's hundreds of people already inside, obviously. If you go to the general chat, you can see everybody talking here. And look, right now it's 5:20. When is the last time somebody sent a chat in a group? 3 minutes ago. People are talking. People post their wins. Joseph, he did almost 10K euros a couple of days ago, 2 days ago actually. And Ramos, he made like 18K, I think in a month, something like that. And now he's gonna go back to EU because the tariffs have been killing him. Rampant, he's done almost 100K a month, and it just go all the way like that. And if you would like to apply for mentorship, also check the link in the description. Apply for mentorship, book a call with my team. They will qualify you and see as well if you're hungry and as well good fit. If not, no problem, keep on watching these videos, but it is going to fast track your success. If you don't want to believe it, don't believe it. You can always as well go to my Instagram, ecomlegend, and check out client results. You can see what people say about me, but honestly, for what you're going to pay, it's a steal. Let's say here on the Ads Manager, you can see that we have a budget of 52.77. We spent like almost $4. There's no click. We just totally kill the whole campaign. We don't actually spend a bunch of money to test products. We see it very quickly. And then you're listening to that guru who's telling you to spend $500 to test a product. Fucking bullshit. $7.5, 3 clicks. There's no purchases showing in the Ads Manager. We killed the whole campaign. No big deal, bro. And it goes on and on. This is real-time information. Who's gonna show this like me? Accidentally once we had a product that we killed, but we probably even killed it because maybe our supplier didn't have the stock, so we just skipped it, and it goes on and on and on. And now if we're gonna go look to amount spent, the ones who were running actually good and still do, is the beauty of fashion dropshipping as well with Facebook is that if a product feels like dying out, just put the budget lower. This product has spent almost 150k, and right now the budget is 52.77. Why? Because we have been testing it on higher budgets, lower budgets, but the product is just dying out. And this is the beauty of as well why we're testing so many products day by day. And we do that, why? Because products and creatives, they come and go, they die out. This is why I don't do branding. This is why I don't do one product stores. I just have a team that finds winning products at this point, which I have taught them. They find it, they launch it, I check with them. I have a media buyer on my team who checks the ads, and we're literally just printing. This is not even crazy flexing or something. Look, it's real life results. You're not gonna tell me that this is bullshit. It is not. And we've been teaching this now for over 2 years as well to other people. So that is why I can tell you why Facebook gets so much better. And now guys, customer support and how to really build out a good team for that. How can you do that? Guys, before you even hire all these people, first do it yourself. If you get 20, 30, 40 tickets a day, do it yourself. Go into the trenches yourself. Answer the tickets. There's a video of me and my brother. Let me show it to you guys right now which one I mean. That's when my brother was doing the emails of our stores. Look at this video. That's me and my brother. 2020 by the way, yeah? So you know it. Is this video. 25th of March. Interesting. Yeah, we were really down bad right here. I asked my editor to put a proper video in here. We were discussing here about our customer support. We had just hit our first winning product and we were discussing, hey, how are we going to do it? How many times have you seen dropshippers who were going crazy for 1, 2, 3 years? They were doing insane numbers and they disappear. You don't hear or see anything of them anymore. How many times have you seen a dropshipping guy not complaining about cash flow issues, about PayPal holds, credit card payments holds? It's all the time. If you're really going to this game, this is an issue that happens to everybody. And now, especially with fashion dropshipping, you see this even more. So it's like, yo, what do I do? Well, it first starts. The proper payment processing that you have, even like with Shopify payments, Stripe, PayPal, it's fine. But the chargeback.io already plays a good part in your backend on how you can maintain it and not get any process shut down. And then the supplier also a main part. Then you have these components, and then the backend, go yourself into the trenches, answer tickets. And I'm gonna give you as well my own templates that we use, and I cannot show you my exact templates that we use because if you were in my coaching program, you would have just have all the whole full list, like 40, 50 pages of all the templates, so you don't have to write them yourself. We give them to all our members for free. It's in our course, like if you join our mentorship, we have a course and a mentorship and every single day a group call, obviously, and as well like one-on-one calls. You will just get them. But you gotta be so dialed in on your customer support. I cannot tell you how dialed in you have to be. You gotta put into an Excel sheet how many tickets are coming in every single. So first of all, use Freshdesk. It's a support tool for customer support. You want to track how many tickets are coming in every single day. You want to track how many tickets are getting resolved every single day. You want to track which agent in your team is answering how many tickets and as well at the same time resolving more tickets. Track this everything in detail. What you want to do is track how many disputes are coming in per product. What a big mistake people do is they have $100,000 in revenue and they see, oh, my dispute rate has increased to 5%. And they're like, oh yeah, it's because I'm selling fashion. No, it's not because you're selling fashion. It's because one of the products that you sold is shit. You're saying you're selling a cashmere sweater, but it's like cotton or something, or maybe it's some dirt shit. Of course, you're gonna get this high dispute rate. You gotta track down per product how many complaints you're getting in a sheet. I can send you over this sheet if you want to. DM me the word on Instagram, backend, and I will send it over to you for totally free, by the way. And then again, these are one of the things, if you follow them, believe me, you can really scale hard. Because look, I cannot talk with you guys hours and hours about the customer support. And one very important tip I can also give you, hire customer support agents from the Philippines. I'm not a racist. I have people from India, from Pakistan, from Philippines in my team. Most people from the Philippines, they are just better workers. You can call me racist if you want to. I honestly don't give a shit. I'm just an entrepreneur, and that's what I'm seeing. If it was Somalian people who were better, I would hire Somalian people all the time. But I don't see them really working so much. Most Somalian people even are quite lazy, to be honest. The ones I've met in my life. So guys, that was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And again, as I said, if you would like me to hold your hand, of course, and help you scale to the absolute moon, apply for my mentorship below. If somebody's not a guru, then it's me, bro. You know it. See you in the next video.